Well, the full story is now out from Mike Silver of NFL Media. We had a snippet to discuss yesterday, and it came from Aaron Rodgers questioning the wisdom of restricting his ability to change plays at the line of scrimmage in the new Matt Lafluer offense. The full story makes it clear that there is a pressure point as it relates to what Lafluer called the audible thing. Because the way they do the offense, Chris, they've got two plays that they come out of the huddle with. And the quarterback is taught how to determine based upon specific criteria which of the two plays will work given the defense that he sees. And that's it. That's your freedom. You've got two choices, and you're told how to make that decision by the coaching staff. Aaron Rodgers wants more freedom than that, and both guys are talking freely about it. That's the thing that astounds me more than anything else, that they are openly talking about this thing that is unresolved and may be resolved in Lafleur's favor and may be resolved in Rodgers' favor.
Well, I think, one, it's a positive thing that they are speaking out about it like that publicly.
It's how? How is that positive?
Because
how can you twist that into a positive?
Because it just shows that it's not tension, that they're willing to go like, hey, yeah, this is my offense, and Matt Lafleur, I learned this from Kyle Shanahan, and yes, this is the way it's implemented. But he's realizing, damn, I got one of the greatest of all time, and he's done a few things here, and he might be able to teach me a few things at the line of scrimmage too. So I think they're hashing it out. I'd rather hear it, this way than, a little bickering here and there, and it's not getting hashed out. First off, the context of Aaron Rodgers' quote yesterday and everything certainly looks a lot different when the article starts out with Matt Lafleur addressing the audible thing, right, to start it off. So, again, we all wanted to take shots at Rodgers for being passive-aggressive and why he said it, but obviously, this is a real conversation that's going up there in Green Bay, and they're going to have to find, what works for them. I don't know. Am I crazy, Mike? As awesome as I think the Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay offense is, I would think Matt LaFleur would be crazy and would want also Rodgers to make some of these things at the line of scrimmage happen that he's done so well in years before. They just got to figure out what formations, what personnel to do it in, but it's only going to help LaFleur's offense and make Rodgers more comfortable within his offense if you give him a little bit of that flexibility.
Isn't that something you get resolved, though, like on your way through the door when you hire the guy? Like, shouldn't Mark Murphy, the CEO of the team, understand that Matt LaFleur comes from that Kyle Shanahan kid playing Madden level of control over a quarterback? And I remember during the lockout in 2011, I mentioned this last hour, Rex Grossman knew that he was going to be the starting quarterback in Washington because he was going to do everything Shanahan wanted the quarterback to do. That's how you impress Kyle Shanahan.
Yes.
You do exactly what he tells you to do.
Yep.
And if LaFleur's bringing that to town, it just seems like they should be on the same page in that regard the moment he's hired, not as we're going into this 4 to 6 week lull before the start of training camp where they have to figure out exactly what they're going to do, because now they're back into no contact mode.
Yeah.
You can't work it out now. You're going to have to work it out when you convene training camp in late July and into early August.
Yeah, well, I think the thing, these are conversations that go on organically, as you install the offense and do those things. First off, Matt LaFleur has not proven that he's Kyle Shanahan or Sean McVay yet, right? We all want to see it to believe it. We know that there's a lot of positives there. I never doubted that he might be a head coach one day. Do I think it's a little early? Yes. But his offense didn't necessarily just blow me away last year with the Tennessee Titans. It did not. So I would think he'd want Rodgers to have, some of that line of scrimmage freedom there. But what really happens, Mike, at least realistically in my mind with these type of conversations, new formation, new play. Rodgers asks a question, what if they bring this blitz? He goes, well, hey, the offense takes care of this blitz with this play. And, Rodgers goes, well, in the past when we got this, I used to audible to this, and man, we would get, 10, 15 yards off it every time. And now LaFleur might go back and look at some tape and go, damn, he's right. That's kind of a smart play. Okay, Aaron, there's the green light on that formation. You can audible in that one. And I just think it's an ongoing conversation, but they just got to figure out where the line is to where it goes, okay, that's too much for Aaron Rodgers in the line of scrimmage, and now you're ruining the flow within the offense, and just having that balance to go, no, let the offense work, and Rodgers, when things are really bad or in really trouble, this is when you can get us out of jail here.
I went back and looked at the Tyler Dunn story from Bleacher Report from early April for some clues about this tension as it relates to Aaron Rodgers doing too much.
Right.
And the comparison made by former Packers running back Ryan Grant was artificial intelligence, that at some point the AI takes over. If you let Rodgers do too much, he will do too much, and he will freelance, and he will tell the receivers, I know you're supposed to run a flag route, run a post route, do it my way.
Right.
So there's, I think, a range of healthy freedom that you want to give Aaron Rodgers, but you don't want to give him a blank check.
Yes.
So at some point, there's going to be a barrier. The question is, Chris, will he accept any barrier, or does he want to have essentially Peyton Manning freedom to do whatever he wants at the line of scrimmage? That's really the issue.
Mike, I think you're right. That is the issue. Yeah, where is that barrier, and is he comfortable with it when it does get set down? And that'll be on Lafluer and the offense to prove it to Rodgers, to go, hey, you don't need to audible all the time. The offense is damn good.